Tonight we are going to talk about protein. I'm sorry I haven't been on. Let me take my glasses off so you can see. I'm sorry I haven't been on in a couple days. Things have been crazy around here with the kids, but I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about protein and how much of it to eat and why you should eat it, more about it. So let me pull my notes up so we can talk about protein. So first of all, what is protein? Protein are amino acids, and there are some that are naturally in our foods, and then there's some that we get from supplementation. But protein come in a lot of different forms. Protein comes from meat. There's other options like that, vegans can do tofu, eggs. There's all kinds of things that you can get protein, but protein really gives us energy to get up and go. Protein in food is broken down into the 20 amino acids that I kind of just talked about, the amino acids of the body. The 20 amino acids that are really the body's basic building blocks for growth and energy. And it's essential for maintaining the cells and the tissues and the organs that, run our body. So too much protein can actually be harmful. And people with kidney disease, they find that they eat like way too much protein. So that's another reason I wanted to do the scope, so we can see, can there be too much protein? Yes, you can eat too much protein. But the latest research suggests that, most of us really do need a high quality protein diet and to be able to figure out how much our body needs so we're not overeating. So how much protein do you need? That's the big question. Protein needs are really based on weight rather than calorie intake, and adults should eat about like 0.8 grams of lean, high quality protein per body weight, per pound of body weight. So if you take your body weight and multiply it by 0.8, that's a good figure for that. So I also, like, as a rule of thumb, I do like 1 times your body weight. So if someone who weighs 150 pounds, then it would be a good idea to try to get 150 grams of protein. So that's just kind of a rule of thumb. But 0.8 is really a minimum of what you should be getting, honestly. Older adults should really aim, like I said, for 1 to 1.5 grams per pound, but it just really depends on your nutritional needs and your age and things like that, which if you need any help or any questions with that, you have any questions on that, please let me know. I actually am a fitness nutritionist, and I can set you up with a meal plan and get you some information on that. Basically, the key to ensuring that you're eating high quality protein is to really try different types rather than relying on like just the red meat or the whole milk dairy products. Those are really high in saturated fat. It's not that you want to take them away from your diet, because I eat those, but it's just something that you really don't want to eat every day because of the saturated fat in those. That could be bad for you also. But basically replacing processed carbs with the high quality protein like the chickens and fish and turkey and stuff like that can improve your good cholesterol, and it can reduce your risk of heart disease, obviously, and stroke. So it's just good for you, and it also gives you muscles. That's a good thing. You'll feel fuller longer with protein, and it can also help you lose weight. So you can replace red meat. If you're a red meat fan, you can replace red meat with fish or chicken, or like I said before, plant-based proteins like beans, nuts, soy, tofu, that kind of thing, if you don't want to do meat. You can replace processed carbohydrates with fish, beans, nuts, like I said, tofu. Also, low-fat dairy, Greek yogurt, something I really like. I know a lot of people do like Greek yogurt. When you do get Greek yogurt, just be careful because you want to watch out for the sugar in Greek yogurt and carbs. So really check the labels and see how much added sugar is in there. I know the one that I use, I actually sweeten myself. It's Fage, but it's actually spelled F-A-G-E. And I just use agave nectar or Truvia or honey or something, or just berries in that, and has a lot of protein. It doesn't have, I think it only has like 7 to 9 grams of sugar, so that one's actually a good choice. And there's another one, 000, they come out with recently, but that one's a good one too. Has low sugar in that. I was really always bad at getting enough protein in. I was just a carb junkie. So what I've done that has really helped me to get my protein intake up is to have it at every single meal. I now have it at breakfast, I have it during my snacks, I have it at lunch, and my next snack and dinner. And sometimes even if I get hungry at night, instead of doing a carb at night, I will do a protein now. So let's just talk about an example meal plan, like what I do every day. So first thing I do in the morning, there's 2 things that sometimes I switch, but I get up and I take my Shakeology with a scoop of added protein in it. Shakeology is a daily dose of dense nutrition. It's got protein in it. It's got 7 servings of fruits and vegetables. It's got superfoods in it. If you're interested in Shakeology, just please let me know. You can email me and check my information in my profile. Or if I don't do my Shakeology, I actually do egg whites. And I usually I measure my protein out, so you know exactly how much you're getting. And I use that because I don't want to, again, you don't want to eat too much protein all the time. So I actually have a little scale that I use, and I usually do like 100 to 120 grams of egg whites, and then I just put a little cheese on it, and then I do maybe some oatmeal or fruit with that for breakfast. For my snack, I always do almonds or cashews, so I get some protein there, and I will have a fruit with that usually. For lunch, I do a chicken breast. There's your protein, there's my protein. A chicken breast, sweet potato, and vegetables. And let me tell you, I do food prep, and that really makes a difference because my husband and I on Sunday nights, we sit in the kitchen on Sunday, and I have marinated the chicken, and he takes the chicken on the grill, and he just lays it all on the grill and cooks it up, and then we just bag it or put it in the containers for the week. So when I go to get my lunch, it's just there. I take out my chicken breast, I take out my sweet potato that I've already cooked. We do sweet potatoes and vegetables also prepped. But I take out my sweet potato, and I have put some coconut oil on that, and that's what I have. So my chicken is my protein for my lunch. My next snack is usually a Power Crunch protein bar or a protein shake. That one is usually on the go because I'm going and picking up the kids, or I'm working tutoring that time. So it's usually more of a quick, but I make sure it's some kind of a protein source. And for dinner, I always do a lean meat and a vegetable. Like tonight, I did chicken and green beans. And the night before, I did turkey. I did a ground turkey like taco salad without the chips. So, and then for snack at night, I used to do, what did I used to do at night? Oh, I have tons of things. Candy, chocolate, chips, anything else bad. Animal crackers. Yeah, I used to snack on all of that at night. But now, you might think this sounds kind of yucky, but I don't know if you've seen those pretzel thins. They're different flavors. I get the honey mustard ones, but I take the pretzel thins and I get a little tub of the fat-free cottage cheese, or 1%. I usually do fat-free cottage cheese, and like I'll sit there and I'll eat pretzels with cottage cheese because cottage cheese actually has casein in it, and it's good for you before you go to bed. Casein is good because it's a slower absorbing protein, and when you're sleeping, you know, it absorbs slower because you're not moving and doing as much. So that really helps. But that's what I do at night now, and sometimes I do decaf coffee. I don't know if I've told you about my protein coffee on this channel. I'll tell you how I make my protein coffee too. So I put protein in my coffee even. What I do with to make my protein coffee is I do almond milk, a little bit of almond milk, and then I'll do like half a scoop of my vanilla protein powder. I do like a very vanilla or French vanilla protein powder. And I actually put that in a cup, and I have a hand mixer. It literally is probably like 12 inches. It's a hand mixer, and I just buzz it up, and it gets kind of frothy, and then I dump that in and use it for my creamer and my coffee. And sometimes I'll put some liquid stevia or some Truvia in there too, just depending on the day. But yeah, the protein coffee has actually helped me get 10 to 20 extra grams of protein in a day. So I'm trying to think of any other tips that I have. Honestly, to be honest with you, I'm so sorry. To be honest with you, everything is in moderation. If you are getting your proteins in like every meal, that, you know, that's what you want to strive for. So maybe depending again on your weight and your height and things like that, but if you can get like shoot for 15 to 20 grams minimum of protein per meal, I think that's pretty good. Because if you're doing at least 20 per meal and you're doing 5 meals, you know, you're going to get 100 grams of protein, which again is awesome. So I think that's all of my tips as far as protein goes. If you need any more ideas on protein, I'm a very picky eater, so feel free to message me or email me if you have any questions on what types of protein would be best, because I'm very picky. I don't like do fish, and I don't do a lot of red meat. I do some red meat, and I don't do like tofu or anything like that. So the main sources of protein that I use are eggs, egg whites, and chicken, and ground turkey. And if you're looking for convenience, I highly recommend, they make like turkey burgers, like frozen turkey burgers, or chicken burgers. They do those too, so you can just like warm them up in the oven and like take those. If you're not food prepping, there's some quick options. And the steamable vegetables, I just do that if I haven't prepped for the week. We actually just came to the track to walk with the kids, and so I just want to show you. Well, this one, he's just running around. He's on a balance bike, and this one just learned to ride. Watch your brother. You just learned to ride, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Barbie's riding. Show him how you ride. Watch out, Con. Good job, Cooper. Good job, Cart. So, almost 3 bike riders.